that's our apartment right here, and we just decided to walk through the garden next door, or the park, and so it's called the Saxon Garden. So we're gonna do a little stroll on our way to sort of the city center, city center, kind of by the train station. We're gonna go check out that historic building. Audrey.
Yes.
Audrey has some very big news. Number one, she's not feeling very well today.
No.
She caught a cold, so that's one thing.
Traveling has hit me hard.
Traveling has hit her hard recently. Just the running around, so she caught a cold. So she's trying to get over it. She's being a strong woman, a strong trooper as she goes through this. A stormtrooper as she goes through this process. But she has exciting news. She's getting rid of this bag.
Does anybody else want to see this burn?
This bag she has been carrying for like 3 months. And it's been a very good bag, a very strong bag.
And it's been a lot of topic of conversation.
Yes.
But today, the little bag is gone. We're
throwing it away because tomorrow we head to Croatia, so we don't need to carry around a bag anymore.
Yay!
No more bag lady. Thank God.
This is going in the dumpster.
We're gonna throw that away right now. So that's one thing we have to do today. Audrey, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this? This is kind of a big step for you. It's been done. It's been done. And of course somebody's gonna bring it up. There's no recycling bin here, so we had to throw it in the regular garbage. Sorry. Sorry all those people going so green who are getting offended now. Behind me is one of the most important memorials here in all of Warsaw and even all of Poland. The tomb of the unknown soldiers. And we didn't realize that we were about 5 minutes away from this, our apartment. We knew it was close, we didn't know it was this close. So very special to have such a close, important memorial to our apartment. We're in Warsaw, Poland, and knowing us, we're hungry. We saw a bunch of people walking by with these great kebabs, and we said, let's have one before we go to the Palace of Culture and Science. So here we are. We're having the kebabs.
We found the lamb again.
Yes, we did, and what's great is we found the lamb kebab, so these should be delicious. Show off.
I love when you get me on film eating.
Show me your kebab.
I didn't get to the good stuff yet.
So it was kind of funny because they had literally 2 kebab restaurants right next to each other, both fast food, very similar. And so it was kind of like that whole thing in Philadelphia with the cheesesteak sandwiches, right?
Yeah.
Where they have this competition going on, friendly competition. But when we left, they said what to Audrey? They said Nostrovia.
So I said Nostrovia, and he wasn't expecting it, and he laughed.
Okay, so behind me is the Palace of Culture and Science, this huge, beautiful old building. I think it's the actual tallest building in Warsaw. So we're going to go up to the observation deck and check out the views.
And you might be wondering why we are not running around like crazy, trying to see everything in the city. As we previously stated, we were here almost a year ago. We think
almost
to the day.
Yeah.
So this was in our pre-vlogging days. We ran around, toured almost everything in the city, saw every museum, square,
almost
attraction you could
everything we wanted
to
see.
Yes.
So today we're just kind of acting like locals, going out for the Saturday afternoon,
enjoying the day however we
and we'll probably
spontaneously do.
Yeah, and we'll probably just end up going to maybe Old Town after this. But let's go check out these views.
We told you Poland had big spiders.
Actually a very romantic place to bring your lover. Do you agree on that?
I love you.
So I'd say at this point we got our money's worth. We were in here for at least an hour. We had cappuccino, we went to the cafe at the top of the...
We looked out every single window for about 10 minutes.
We looked out each window, and then we looked out each window again, and then I think we looked out each window once more to make sure that we're getting our money's worth. So I feel like we have the whole skyline memorized by now. And I think we're ready to depart, to go off to the next adventure. Let's go, Audrey. Do you realize that you're going to be swimming in the Adriatic Sea tomorrow?
It's time. It's time to go home.
You're home in Croatia?
For a couple months at least.
Oh, good. So you can relax. And then we'll be back on the road in just a couple weeks. Back to the budget-savvy traveler lifestyle. Okay, we're on a very commercial local street with a lot of businesses and restaurants and shopping and all that good stuff here in Warsaw, Poland, right? And so we noticed all these stars on the ground of famous actors, and one of our favorites, Woody Allen.
Let's keep going.
Let's keep going, why don't we? Oh, Woody Allen, he loves Poland. See that? He loves Poland.
Ah, Nicole Kidman.
Who is it?
Nicole Kidman.
Oh. Oh, look what it is. Nicolas Cage. What does that say, Audrey?
I think it says, I've been to a lot of countries in Eastern Europe, but Poland is definitely my favorite.
Oh. Okay, so we just went to Rossman's behind us. It's a local, like pharmacy. Like a DM, like the Askell of the Jewel Asko, right? And so what's very cool here is I just got basically 5 months of contact lenses and 2 bottles of contact solution for roughly about $50. Maybe even a little less. But if you think about that, in the US, you'd have to go get an eye exam, you'd have to buy the contacts, you'd be paying insurance, and I would have spent probably hundreds of dollars for something similar. And you can just buy it basically right out of a brick and mortar shop for about $40, $50. Wonderful. We're walking around Warsaw, Poland, and we had to pick up a bucket of chicken. It's the American way.
When you're looking good.
We're at the University of Warsaw, my alma mater, and I want to show Audrey the library there because it's absolutely amazing. Okay, so we feel like we were about 3 blocks from the main Warsaw library, but it's right in front of us. That's where we're headed. We're passing some of the dorm rooms of the students, so it's kind of cool to see college life here in Warsaw, right?
Yeah.
Even though it seems like everybody's out of school, you kind of get a feel for it. So we're just walking through Warsaw campus. Kind of neat.
I mean, is that the library ahead of us?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Impressed yet?
It's amazing.
Well, I could have sworn that the tourist information guide that I read said, come see the library. And of course, we get to the library and you have to have a library card to get inside the library. So we can't even see the library. So we walked over here for nothing. But that is life. I just checked TripAdvisor at the Costa Coffee on the ground floor, and they said most people come to this university library and they go to the rooftop for the views and then for the garden out back. So there's still hope. We still have hope. So maybe we can actually see the library through like windows on the top of the roof. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Do you guys know how to get to the rooftop?
You should go straight and then you will turn right.
Yeah.
So it will be like a stairs. Or you would like to be on these like gardens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
you
yeah,
go
I'm so over there.
Go straight?
Yeah, straight.
Straight and right.
Yeah,
Cool.
right.
Thank you. Okay, after quite the challenging walk, we found the roof of the Warsaw University Library. And what's really cool about it is you kind of have a sweeping view of the city skyline from here. And so it is very cool to come up here. And it has beautiful gardens with little streams. So it's definitely worth the walk. There's even a little bridge that goes over the roof of the library that we're going to go check out next. But we're exhausted. We've walked probably about 10 or 12 miles today. Audrey, how you feeling? You had a cold at the start of the day.
I did.
You had a big cup of coffee though.
I'm trying.
Earlier.
I'm hanging in there.
You're hanging in there. She knows it's like her last full day of travel, at least hardcore travel for a while. We get to Croatia, it's going to be a little bit easier, a little smoother. We're going to have a car tomorrow, so we're gonna actually have a car for the next week to get around. So our days of heavy duty walking like this are at least over in the near future.
At least for a week.
At least for a week. We are officially badasses. We just closed that library rooftop down. We got kicked out by the security because it was too late. And now we're off to dinner. Say something, badass.
This is a cool spot.
Okay, so we just got done with a very informal dinner at Informal Restaurant here in Warsaw, Poland. And so right now we are actually walking right in front of, basically right in front of us is the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. So we kind of went full circle again, right? Which is kind of neat. It's kind of cool that we're ending our time here, walking by this memorial. We'll be leaving tomorrow morning very early for Croatia. So I think it's really neat that we're just kind of ending the night here, don't you?
I do. Sending off Warsaw with a bang.
Yes, we had such a great time, even though we were only here about 24 hours. It's very cool. We're glad we had the time to come here, and we hope we're back really soon. Okay, so we just got home and we had a note on our door, and earlier today when we were leaving we met an old lady, an older lady. How old do you think she was, Audrey?
75?
Maybe 80, maybe older. And so we have a note on our door. Could you read it out loud?
My wife told me she met you. I am also from Chicago and I would like to talk to you. I live in apartment 12. Here's my cell phone number. Or just come by my door and we can arrange a meeting. Tom. Even if you leave early tomorrow, I'm up before 7, and it was an attachment note. This is so cute.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave the host our email address so that he can contact us. And maybe we can chat. Maybe Audrey has a new pen pal.